Right. Good evening, guys. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. I know this is an impromptu one. It wasn't announced, but there are times we do things like this unannounced just to see who is really prepared and who was actually anticipating it. So tonight I want to talk on how to become a money magnet, how to become the kind of person that money is looking for, how to become the kind of person that won't look for money but get money looking for you. You see, getting rich or making money is actually a science and it can be learned. Making money is a science. Becoming rich is a science. Becoming wealthy is a science. I don't know if you're getting that. So it can be learned. It can be learned. There's no one that was born just like that. There's no one that all of a sudden, welcome everyone, Mr. Miraculous, Mr. Victor. There's nobody that was born just like that and money is chasing them without them knowing and doing some certain things. No. Even the child of the king is cultured in such a way to behave like somebody from the royal bloodline. If that child is not cultured and that child is behaving like the child of a tout or something, at the end of the day, the money or the wealth that is supposed to come to that child will not come. Okay, so there are things to do. There is a way to position yourself. There are things to know that makes you to become a money magnet. And I'm going to be highlighting them uh, for us this evening, maybe just like, let's say, the part one. Okay. The other day, I made a post which prompted me to do this. I made a post the other day, and oh, guy, fine, I greet you, sir. I made a post the other day, and someone says, I pray that money will locate me. And I told the person, I said, you are not looking. Okay, the person says, I've been looking for money. I pray money, he made something like that. And I told him, I say, see, it's a mistake to be looking for money. Money is looking for you. And the person responded and he said, Amen. That was what he said. And then I told him, I said, this is not a prayer. Money is looking for you is not a prayer that you answer amen to. One of the issues we are having is that we've spiritualized everything. Everything. Money is not a prayer point. There are things to do, and that is why whether Dangote is a Muslim, it doesn't matter. He's still rich. Whether Jeff Bezos is not a Christian, he's still rich. Why? Because money was not programmed to respond to prayers. There are certain things that if you know what I'm about teaching you today and you put it into practice, you do it, money will begin to look for you, not you looking for money. All right. So let's look at it. What makes money to look for one? How can you become such a person that money is looking for? How do you become such a person? Number one, you need to add value. You need to add value to yourself. Listen, I beg you, try and catch this today. Try and catch this today. Try and catch this today. A lot of stress will be reduced in your life. A lady chat me up. Please share if you can share so that others will not miss it. I was chatting with a lady sometimes I think about 3 or 4 months ago, and she asked me a question. She said, are you not Clement Samuel that came to my inbox as of last year? I said, yes. She said, what changed? All of a sudden, you are all over now. You've made some good amount of money. Not the person I used to know some months ago that came to my inbox. Yes, the difference was in value. Listen, The reason people chase money is because they don't know what money is. Let me ask you a question. What's this? How many of you can see this? What's this? What's this? I'm waiting for an answer. What's this? Who can respond? What's this? What's this? Is this money? Is this money? You see, what many people chase is this thing in paper. That's what many people chase. And this is their definition of money. This is what they are looking for. Right? And the reason they are not finding it is because they don't know what it is. This is not actually money. This is paper. Money is an instrument for measuring value. Money, never forget this definition. Money is an instrument for measuring value. So money comes to the one that has value. The amount of money that comes to you is the amount of value you have. Money will never stay in the hands and in the life of a man that lacks value. So if you lack value, money will always flow out of your hands to the hands of a man that carries value. Because money is chasing the one that has value. Money is not after the one that is looking for it. Money is after the man that has value. And when money finds that man, then money is used as an instrument for measuring the value that a man carries. You know, we spent 1 hour, we can spend our gisting. When Miles Munro was alive, in 1 hour, he's been paid thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars in 1 hour. How come they pay him thousands of dollars in 1 hour? But you and I, we can spend 1 hour on Facebook and we are not being paid. The difference is in the amount of value, the quality of value that we've been able to add to ourselves over time. So when Miles Muro speak, they are not paying him for the 1 hour. They are paying him for the value that he has accumulated over time. Now, if you don't understand what is happening, you may be saying, okay, who is going to pay me 1,000 for speaking for 1 hour? No, it's not going to happen that way. Nobody will just wake up and pay you 2,000, 10,000 for speaking for 1 hour. The only reason why people are going to do that is because you become a person of value. When you speak, people gain value. When you post, people gain value. When you talk, people gain value, and it's no longer boring. They can get value every time they listen to you. Without value, a man will keep chasing paper called money and he will never find it. A poor man is not necessarily a man without money. A poor man is a man that lacks value. A poor man is a man that cannot deliver value. A poor man is a man that is divorced from value. The more you add value to yourself and the more you give out value, the more you attract money naturally. Money is attracted to value. Have you ever heard this saying that if you take all the money in the hands of the poor, no, if you take all the money in the hands of the wealthy, in the hands of the rich, and you give it to the poor, all the money that you give out to the poor is a matter of time, it will soon return into the hands of the wealthy. Have you heard a statement like that? That if you take all the money from the wealthy and give it to the poor, it's only a matter of time. The same money will return to the wealthy. Why is it so? Because what makes a poor man poor is not lack of money. And he will not understand this. If you try to educate anyone who is struggling financially and say, the first thing you need is not money, but to understand this system, they will say, you are underrating our problem, you are underrating our challenge. What we need is money. If we have money, we are okay. But give them that same money. After a while, you will find that it has vanished. How many persons have won lottery, bet Niger? And how many of them have used it wisely to come out of poverty? Because it takes more than money to be rich. Listen, guys, money does not make you rich. Money can never make you rich. It is the wisdom that you apply to money that makes you rich. I say it again. Money doesn't make a man rich. It's the wisdom that you apply to money that makes you rich. So there are skills that a man needs to know and apply to money. There are skills. Making money is the least of them all. Because after making of money, there is another phase called managing of money, and there is another phase called multiplication of money. So making money is just the foundation, is the root of it. And this is what many are after. I want to make money, I want to make money. If you make the money, do you know how to manage it? Do you know how to multiply money? It's a skill, it's a science. It can be taught and it can be learned. It can. So, how do you become that person that money chases you? Listen, I don't know how many of us are following. I want to say something now. How many of us are following? Just comment following if you can. If you are following, just comment following. I want to tell you something. Comment following. Comment following. I want to share something with you. How many are following? Comment following. How many are following? Now watch this. Watch this. When I started, Facebook, I was like the like an average person, just posting whatever was coming to my mind and all that, until I became intentional about value delivery. Now, a company contacted me and they said, we want you to advertise for us. And I said, okay, how much are you going to pay me for that? At the end of the day, they had to negotiate $300, which is around 150,000 naira just for an advert. I don't know if you understand. Just for an advert, 150,000 just for an advert. Now, that the reason that happened, and that's the least I've collected so far. The reason that happened is because they saw value. So money came chasing, not me looking for it. I wasn't going about looking for where will I make 150,000 from. No, 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 no. Just in one deal, they came looking for me. They say they heard about me. They say someone told them about me. You see, when you become valuable, listen, guys, being valuable is one of the ways to attract the cheapest form of advertisement. If you are valuable, if you keep adding value to yourself, if you keep adding value to yourself, as many that comes in contact with you become your point of contact to the next deal. It becomes your point of contact to the next financial breakthrough. They become the one that advertises you, because excellence is a language. And if you speak it, value is a language, excellence is a language. If you speak the language of value, anybody that hears you know what you are saying. Money hears one language, it is called value. If you can speak the money, if you can speak the language that money understands, which is called value, money will be looking for you. Money will be chasing you. So develop, or how do I say, cultivate the art of adding value to yourself. Cultivate the art of becoming more valuable. The more valuable you are, the more money looks for you. So instead of always thinking, what do I get? What do I take? What do I collect from this? Let your mindset, let there be a shift in mindset that makes you to always hunt for value. Give out value. Give out value. You see what? Right now, I'm here talking about what? How to get money to attract you. Right? Right? You are not paying me for this. I'm giving out value free of charge. But guess what? It's a law. Every time you give out value, it in comes back to you in form of favor or in form of money. Every time you give out value, it has a way of returning to you in form of favor or in the form of money. It may not be immediate, it may not be instantaneous, but one thing is certain, is a law. Value will find a way of coming back to you in the form of favor or in the form of money. So money is actively looking for people that are speaking its language, and the language of money is value. The other day, there's a brother here, I think I saw his comment, miraculous evergreen, right? Every time I post on Facebook, he shares it. Every time I post, he shares it. At times, I'll see my post have 50 shares, 100 shares. I'll be wondering, who is doing this? Until I began to pay attention and I noticed he was the one. He will share it to different pages, and it got to a point I said, wow. He didn't ask me for money, and I'm like, okay, please drop your Binance matching address. Let me send some dollars to you. And when I did that, I made that post. Several persons were dropping their Binance matching address, try to gain favor at all costs. Meanwhile, they didn't understand that although this young man didn't ask me for money, he was busy giving out value. To me, that sharing of link, that sharing of post was enough value. And it came back to him in the form of money. And it will still come back. It's still going to come back in another dimension. So this is it. In Africa, we need to wake up from this entitlement mentality where you believe this person owe you this person owes you that, this person is your uncle, you are related by blood, so he should help you. No, sir, things don't work that way. If you want financial favor, if you want financial breakthrough, if you want money to chase you, become a person of value. Give out value on a daily basis as much as you can. On my status, my WhatsApp status, I have hundreds of views, at times 700 views, at times close to 800 views when I make my post. Why do people always come to check it? Because they can find value. And do you know that when there is a product to sell and I make that announcement on my WhatsApp status alone, I will get a lot of people patronize me. Many persons are going to patronize me just by looking at my WhatsApp status. Why are they always checking it? Because they can find value. Listen, guys, be intentional. Even about what you post on Facebook, be intentional. Be intentional. Some of you, the only thing you post is Chelsea versus Man U or Man Woman. Every time it's just football, and if it's not football, it's cartoon. If it's not cartoon, it's comedy, and you don't have a calling that is related to comedy. It's a different thing if you're a comedian. It's a different thing. What you are posting is not related to what you do in real life. There is no value. A point will come, people will stop looking up to your post. A point will come, people stop interacting with your post because what you are posting is not relevant to your calling, to your destiny, or to what you do in real life. Value. Value. There are people that sell things on Facebook, yet they don't patronize them. You know why? People hate being sold to. So when people hate anything that will make them to part ways with their money. So if you are wise, what is it that makes money to chase a man is value, right? So what you do, you begin to make posts that give value to the people. You can make posts on the benefits of a hygienic lifestyle. You can make posts on things people never knew before now. You can make posts on the relationship between light and speed. You can make posts on the relationship between or they need to brush your teeth twice in a day and not just once. The advantage, people are getting value. So the next time you make a post on something they need to buy from you, see this like a psychological thing. Okay, this person has been giving us value, at least let me just patronize this person, if not for anything, for the free value this person has been giving to us. Are you seeing that now? So people will patronize you because why? You've been giving them value. So value, and then remember, we say value is a language that money understands. Every time money hears value, it goes in the direction of value. Listen, the people that are making you to part with your money are only presenting value to you. That's what they are doing. So you need to develop yourself. You need to develop yourself, add value. Instead of being on social media 5 hours in a day or just watching a Z Word, you know, 5 hours, 10 hours in a day, and you are just wasting time. Go and download books on businesses, books on spirituality, books on relationship, books on marriage. By all means, make a covenant to add value to yourself on a daily basis. This is one of the things I learned, that is the secret of great men. They don't add value to themselves on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis. It is on a daily basis. And that is why today, when you go to see many of these great men, you consider it a privilege to give them 50,000 naira, 100,000 naira. Why? It's value. No, just look at you. How many people have been able to give you 100,000 naira as a seed, or has been able to give you 100,000 naira just that, as in we just feel like giving you this 100,000. You did not work for it. We feel like giving you this, right? It's cash, right? It's cash. You can't remember how many persons. Okay, but how many persons have given you 1,000? You can remember. There are many of them. What are they trying to tell you? That's the level of your value. That's the level to which you've accumulated value. The value is equal to 1,000. That's what they can see now. Every time money comes to you, don't be angry. Say, the whole me, see me that this person is giving this money. Don't be angry, auntie. Don't be angry. What the person is telling you, every time people give you money, they are telling you this is the revelation of your value. This is your worth presently. So instead of getting angry, get angry at yourself and add more value. Add more value. That's the way out. That's the way out. You don't beg people for money. Begging for money is not the way out. Africans, we like begging a lot. That's not the way out, sir. Add value to yourself. Watch videos of mentors. Watch videos like this that can add something to your life. Instead of watching, all these things. Telemundo, Z-Word. Only you sit down, you watch seasonal film from season 1 to season 10. Your life is gone, oh. It's gone. Then Z-Word is telling you extraordinary every day. No, it's only poverty that will become extraordinary in your life. Money goes in the direction of value. Money responds to the voice of value. Money understands the language of value. Be valuable at all times. Be valuable. In fact, beginning from your, what do you call it? Your profile picture on Facebook. Don't put something that looks like an obituary. No, don't. You look at some pictures, you are wondering whether it's in. Go to the studio, get a very quality picture, upload it as your DP, change your bio, That thing there, fuck haters, is the language of no value. Who has time for haters? They are asking you, what do you do? Somebody wants to look at your bio and see what you do for a living, what you do for life. You are putting fuck haters. You are putting fuck haters. Philippa, good to see you from Zambia. Good to see you. Upgrade. Upgrade. Nobody has time for these things. Upgrade. when people look at your bio at a glance, let them know you are a musician. Let them know you are a crypto enthusiast. Let them know you are a forest coach. Let them know you are a consultant. Let them know you are a realtor. Let them know who you are just by looking at your bio. And then, see, some of you after now, you need to go and sanitize your wall. All manner of people will tag you and it will appear on your wall. There is no settings. Anybody that tag you, anything appears on your wall. Somebody comes to your wall to find value, and then you find out that Nkechi has tagged you among the folk haters post. Nkechi has tagged you among the folk haters post, and everything is appearing. Another guy who removed his shirt completely is there. He tagged you, and everything is appearing. Come on now. When somebody looks at your wall looking for value, you can't find it, and by their wall you shall know them. Just by looking at your word, they know that this person doesn't understand value. Listen, guys, the world is changing, and if you don't adjust, if you don't change, you will get left behind. As of 2014, I know how many of you know Nokia. You've used Nokia, right? You've used Nokia. Many of us here, we've used it. It was like our first phone. We've used Nokia. But how many of you are hearing of Nokia again? How many of us? As of 2014, the Nokia Corporation was bought over by the Microsoft Corporation. And while it was being bought over, the general manager of Nokia made a statement. He said, "We didn't do anything wrong, but the world changed too fast for us. We didn't do anything wrong, but the world changed too fast for us." That was the only thing they did wrong. The world changed too fast. Why they remain thinking things will continue the way they are. Are we together? So the world is changing. Nobody is waiting for you. You've got to design your life. Where do you want to be in the next 1 year, in the next 2 years from now? If you are serious about it, have a timetable for acquiring value. Some of you will not understand the value of what you are getting today, but in 1 year, in 2 years' time, you will remember this and you will thank me for it. When you become valuable, money will look for you. See, I've turned down offers. Turned down offers in hundreds of thousands. It's no pride, sir. I've come to understand who I am by now, that it will take me nothing to get those offers back. Listen. The true money in the world is not the paper you see, it's value. If I want to generate 100,000 tomorrow within 24 hours, I know what to do to generate it. I'm telling you the gospel truth. If I want to generate 100,000 tomorrow, I'm saying within 24 hours, I know what I would do to generate it. Why? Because over time I've added value in different areas and I can easily monetize it. That's it. Value can be monetized. Value can be monetized. What I'm sharing with you for free now, if we are to do this as a seminar, some of you would have paid for it, would have made different kinds of advertisement, and many people would have paid for it. But I decided to do it for free. You know what happened? I took some guys in our church the other day to a seminar that was being organized by Billionaire. We went there. When the man was done teaching everything, they came out, they say, "Sir, this is exactly what you have been teaching us." And guess what? The seminar was fixed at 100,000 per person. That was what the man said. That's the charge for per person, 100,000. We came out, he was like, "Sir, this is what you have been telling us. This is what you've been teaching us." Exactly. So you see that, what's the difference between I and that man? How come I can't charge that same 100,000 for that class that the billionaire is charging? It's because of the perception of value. Even if I charge it now, you will not pay, right? You won't pay 100,000. If I ask you to pay 100,000 for this now, you wouldn't have paid. But if that billionaire comes and asks you to pay, you will pay. Why? Value. You believe he has more value. That's it. So, guys, these though, if you take this seriously, it means the next time we are going to meet, you want to remain at this level of value. You will not. Don't forget this. I say the reason people chase money and they don't get it is because they don't know what is money. Money is not paper. Money is the instrument for measuring the value that people have. So every time they give you 1,000, don't be annoyed. It's your value they measured. Every time someone gives you 10,000, 100,000, is a sign that your value is growing before them. A man was telling me something. He said he went to a meeting or an occasion. They were sharing apple for people, and they came to him. They gave him sorry, they gave him orange. And when they gave him orange, he was complaining. He said, "Why with these people? They are giving everyone apple. Why is it that they came to me and then they are now giving me orange?" In my mind, I said, "Just thank God they didn't give you stone." You know why? They were giving others apple and they gave him orange is because of the value. Is because of the value. Is because of the value the man has accumulated over time. Those that gave him the orange didn't see much value. See, it's not your village people. We've spiritualized a lot of things, saying it's our village people, it's our village people. No, you to check it. How much value do you have currently? How much value do you have? How much value do you give on a daily basis? Like, take for instance, now we are doing this live meeting. I'm giving you value. But how many people shared this? How many people shared this? You discover that it may be just few. But in your sharing this, is you giving me value in return. Are you seeing that now? So never have the mentality of just getting value without giving value. It's the mentality of the poor. The poor focus on receiving, receiving, receiving. That's why Jesus said, "You always have the poor amongst you." Always. It's not a curse. He was telling you that I know the mindset of the poor. They love receiving, and that is what will keep them in that level of poverty. They don't love giving. So when Judah said this would have been sold and given to the poor, he said that's why you will always have the poor. They like receiving, giving to the poor, not to the rich, because the rich give. Okay? So the more you add value to yourself, the more you are. What you are doing is that you are decreasing the time you should have spent in bankruptcy. You are decreasing it. You see, those days, those hours, those years you would have spent in financial struggle, you reduce the years when you increase in value. I don't know who needs to hear this. You decrease the years of financial struggle by increasing in value. That's how it happens. There is no magic to this. And I say money is not a prayer point and doesn't respond to prayer. That's why the most carnal person can get money if he understands the principle of value. Thank you, Miraculous. You say I share to 60 groups. Thank you. It's about value. I don't know how many of us understand what we are saying. Can you comment? Can you comment if you understand? Comment, I understand if you do. Let's try and wrap it up. Let's try and wrap it up. If you understand, comment, I understand. Comment, I understand if you do. Let's try and wrap this up. All right. How many understands? Let's wrap this up. Comment I do. If you understand, comment I do or I understand. Let's wrap this up now. I haven't seen any comment yet. I haven't seen any comment. All right. All right. So this is just the part one. This is just the part one of it. I'm going to be coming up with the part two shortly. If you have a question, you can drop it. I will address it. I will drop it. I will address it if you have a question. But listen, guys, if you want to, like I told you, if you want to shorten your journey, okay, to the destination called financial freedom, if you want to reduce your journey, increase in value. You want to shorten your journey to financial freedom, increase in value. There is no shortcut. Stop looking for shortcut. It will not happen. There is no shortcut. There is no shortcut. Stop posting things that don't make sense. Choose value. Be intentional about it. Everything that comes out of me must have value. The way I dress, you must see value. The way I talk, you must see value. The way I appear, you must see value. Everything about me. Be intentional about value. The truth is this: if you are intentional about it, even people will know. People will notice, because value, like I told us earlier, is a language. Is a language. It's a universal language that is understood by money and people, irrespective of gender, irrespective of race, irrespective of tribe. It's a universal language. It's a universal language. One of the things that happens when you are not increasing in value is that it gets to a point that certain people who are supposed to come into your life, or certain people who are supposed to remain in your life, they are going to leave. Because when people outgrow you, they will no longer be blessed by what you are doing or by what you are saying. It's not a sign that they are rebellious. No. This is what happens at times, that people say, this person is a rebel, this person left me, this person. No, no, no. They didn't, sir. They outgrew you. The moment people outgrow you, you can no longer be a blessing to them. Because the reason you are the head is because you are ahead. If you cease from being ahead, you are no longer the head. So the moment people are not getting value from you again, or the moment people keep accumulating value, and when they hear you, they can't get value. When you talk, when you post, they can't get value. It means they have outgrown you. And when people outgrow you, many times they are going to leave. It's not something you should get angry about. It's something you should sit down, evaluate yourself. Why am I still at this level of value? What can I do to grow beyond this level of value? The moment you are able to sort this out, the moment you're able to answer this question, congratulations, you're on your way to financial freedom. All right, guys, I will stop here for today. If you've been blessed by this, you can drop your comments. You can click on the share button and spread the news, or share this link with somebody and say, you need to hear this. Your financial level needs to change. Okay, I'll be back with the part two of it. I think that should be next week, or if we can do it this week, I don't know. Okay, yeah, we're going to do that. We are going to do that because I trust God that through this medium, many are going to be set free financially, and they'll become a kind of people that will magnetize money wherever they find themselves. I tell you the truth. You'll be able to magnetize even if there is 0 naira in your bank. See, this is not motivational speaking. I'm telling you the life I've lived. I'm telling you the life I'm living. Even if there's 0 naira in your bank account, within 24 hours, you can always generate money. If you master value, if you master what I'm telling you, within 24 hours, you can always generate money. And if anyone doubts what this that I'm saying, we can enter into a contest. Okay? And I can promise you that within 24 hours, I'll generate 100,000 naira. We will enter into a contest. If I'm able to generate it, you pay me 50. If I'm not able to you pay me 50,000. If I'm not able to generate it, I'll pay you 50,000. If you are ready for that contest, we will enter into it. I know what I'm saying. I've lived it over the years. Its value is the easiest way to move out of poverty, the easiest way to become a man that magnetizes money. Value. All right, guys. See you. If you have any question, drop it. I'll try to attend you. Love you all. Until the next time we meet, keep adding value. Don't remain the same. Don't remain the same.